shaker transmission. That was pretty cool.
It's all is blah 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 to me.
Blah blah. Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Driven Dave. Come with me today as you join my good buddy Tim, who's holding my camera right now. And he's invited me to drive his other Nissan Altima Hybrid. And it's very rare that you get to do kind of a back-to-back comparison like this. And so when he said, is that something you'd like to do? I said, well, yeah, duh. So here we are. And this is interesting. This is what, a year newer than your other one? 2 years newer.
09.
Okay, so the other one's an 07, this is an 09. The other one has 224,000 miles, and this one has 164,000 miles. So very interesting. They're very similar, yet also very different at the same time. This seems to be the premier loaded deluxe unit, and it really is well loaded. And I'm really enjoying all of the deluxe accoutrement.
You want to do the freeway or you want to do side streets?
I was going to go that way and go to the... I'm going to do the same route we did last time, basically. So yeah, you know, one of the things Tim asked me to check out is like, just, do they feel different? You know, like how does the driving experience differ? You know, and what are my thoughts? Initially, what I'm feeling, and I mean, it's hard because a day or two has passed since I drove the other one. But my initial thoughts is, my initial thoughts are, thank you. I like all the features. You know, I really like the seats. The heated seats are nice. It just has like a kind of a more premium feel to it overall. You know, I like the sunroof. I think that's cool. The 6 CD changer. Oh my goodness. The Bose stereo. I mean, there's a lot here that, like, it would be difficult to option out another car with all of this stuff. You know, even if you like swap these seats into the other car, you'd still be missing a whole bunch of other doohickeys. So initially my thought is, I really like this. You know, this is kind of my favorite. However, there is something nice about those cloth seats. This car feels a little bit faster. Do you feel that, Tim? No. And you would know better than me. But initially, it feels faster. The suspension feels better on the other one. Like, it feels a little smoother.
Just a little tighter, I think. I don't know.
Well, I don't know.
Or something.
I don't know. This feels like not as fresh somehow, suspension-wise. Which, again, it's been a couple days. I could be imagining that.
Should we go forward?
Let's go forward. But the engine runs great. Feels really good. Really, like, as you said the other day, Tim, lots of power with this engine. Like, it's not... you know, you get some of the benefits of a hybrid while also having the benefits of having some power.
Yeah, step on it. You'll feel...
That gets right up there, no problem. And it makes a happy scream of agony.
The CVT, yo.
Yeah. Our Lexus was like that too. You know, it was fast. It just sounded like you were killing it. But good freeway cruiser. Is this one a little noisier on the road than your other car?
Does it seem that way?
It seems like it, but maybe we weren't going as fast.
I don't know. I'm used to both of them, so I'm not sure.
Yeah, maybe these tires are older.
They are older.
Yeah, so we might be getting more tire noise too. I mean, it's not super noisy, but it's not quite as serene as I remember the other one being. I mean, it's just funny. Every car is a little different, even if you have two that are exactly the same.
Had the armrest relapped and new leather.
Really?
Rewrapped.
That looks really nice.
Yeah, they did a good job.
And how much does that kind of project set a guy back?
$55.
Wow, that's not bad at all.
Yeah, it was an upholstery place.
Yeah. Well, there's kind of
It had a
no.
big hole in it before.
Well, folks, there's no excuse. I've seen some of your armrests out there. Tighten it up. I know sometimes it is more expensive. I did notice the average miles per gallon is slightly lower in this car.
Well, the other one I've been doing more just mellow driving.
Nice.
This one was all like stop and go city stuff, which does better on sort of stop and go traffic on the freeway. But when you're doing city stopping and taking off and stuff,
Oh, sure.
it'll definitely do better if you drive like much more conservatively. You get much better mileage, and if you drive really nutty, you get worse mileage.
Yeah. But I was reminded, in the other video that we shot, there was something that like you said a while back, well, years ago now, I think before the end of times.
What's that?
And we were just talking about, like I was thinking about getting a hybrid and this and that. And you said, the difference between, 32 miles per gallon and 40 miles per gallon is way less significant than like 18 miles per gallon to 20 miles per gallon.
Yeah, exponentially.
Yeah, so and I was kind of like, what do you mean? And then I experienced that firsthand.
Right. I learned that when I had a motorhome that got 9 miles to the gallon.
Yeah, that's
1 mile to the gallon in a motorhome makes a huge difference.
right. Whereas like 32 to 34, you're not going to feel as
not much of a difference.
Yeah, it's really
Now,
not that
both
big.
these cars of mine get about similar mileage, just depending on how you drive them.
Yeah, just depending upon what you're doing with them. Oh, I noticed it's got a little aux input here.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. It was a little afterthought. Oh, drill a hole.
Sure. And of course, you can do this, which is really important.
Well, I like that feature very much.
I don't know why. What would you do with that other than
Well,
you can get to your navigation system?
it's all about options, Tim. And
Yes.
And I support that. It's not really. It doesn't look that dated.
No.
For what it is.
I don't think so. Where's the one?
Was that magical piece of me? Making the rounds, taking the sound.
And that's enough of that.
Mm-hmm.
I'll get dinged if there's too much
Oh,
copyright.
right. Yes, because yes.
Sadly, I wish we could do like a full.
Mm-hmm.
We have to find some of that YouTube music.
We'll put on one of our own CDs that we made.
There we go. Yeah, fun fact, I made a recording during the pandemic, and I put it up. It's been flagged so many times, even though it's my recording.
Oh.
It's kind of funny. It was the Sokol Fanfare. I did it with Ryan.
Uh-huh.
And,
Really?
Yeah. And I think it's because I used like a guide track for the the timing.
Oh, so they...
So the timing lines up perfectly with a recording that's in existence.
Oh.
And I think that's
I see.
probably my fault. But it is our recording, and I have written permission from the arranger and publisher. Wow, let's get back to the car review. But yeah, really a lot of the same controls. Like if you're familiar with the other car, you're familiar with this one. It's just everything is a little bit, a little bit more bedazzled. You've got. Did it have this?
Nope.
Nope.
The other one has a door that lifts out, so it doesn't have a stair. The stairs up here.
Yeah.
This has the leather sides on the doors,
Oh,
and then
that's
the back
nice.
seat is, of course, leather as well.
The steering ratio is, what I would call like old school luxury car. It's like you have to put some input in to turn, which I like, especially for a car that you're gonna.
You don't want it floaty.
Yeah, this is. I never looked at these cars, quite honestly, and thought that would be a good highway cruiser.
Mm-hmm.
But this car would be a good highway cruiser, it seems to me.
Yeah, like I said, they're very similar to the Camry Hybrid. Camry maybe is a little quieter, but also much less sporty. I mean, you don't feel control on the road as much. They're real floaty.
Yeah. Well, and I remember when I think it was 2003 that this body style came out, or 02?
Let's see. Well, this was the last year of it, 09.
Yeah.
Probably 05. Yeah, no, actually 06 was the first year. It was very similar in 05, but the
Okay.
taillights were a little different.
Yeah. But like when they redesigned the Altima and made it a bigger car.
Oh, that was back in.
So the one before this,
right.
And I just remember looking at that car and going like, man, that's a good looking car.
Yeah, that was I think 2003 or 2. I can't remember.
Yeah,
one of those.
the early aughts.
Yep.
As they say.
Yep.
I think I'm gonna pull into the same spot and just do a quick B-roll of the outside here. Yeah, plenty of giddy up. This thing runs great, man.
Yeah. Still hanging together.
Have you done any suspension work to it?
Again, I don't know. I bought this from a family who had bought it brand new, and you know from the test of the fluids and things, my assumption is they did whatever services were probably due at the time. So as far as the suspension, I don't know. I haven't done anything myself.
Yeah, it's got that nice like long.
Yeah,
it's great.
Has new brakes and rotors. I know that.
Oh wow. Turn off the heated seat because I'll forget.
All right.
Turn it off.
You want me to film you talking?
Oh.
Or do you want to hold the camera?
I'll hold the camera for this part.
You're the pro.
Well, I just know what I like. So, Tim answered the question that has been on a lot of car guys' minds, and that is,
Yes.
what happens if you have a car that needs some paint and you take it in for a expensive but budget paint job?
Right.
I think that would be a nice way of saying it.
They're all expensive.
They're all expensive. I mean,
This was Mako.
yeah. So
This car, when I bought it, had rust all along the top. It was all the way down to the metal.
it was bad.
Yeah, so they had to sand it, paint it. They have a premium one. This was about $1,400. This wasn't the premium, but they did a very nice job, and they do a very thick coat of paint. And
It's a single stage, right?
a single stage, they do one thick coat. Yes.
Yeah. So, and I remember, I think you showed me pictures of this when it was. I mean,
Yes.
it was.
Not good.
It was rough,
Yeah.
as I recall. And if you have those, I can include
Yes.
those because that would be kind of a fun before and after.
Right. This one's empty though, so get a better idea.
Oh, look at that. But just the whole thing with paint jobs, people tend to think like, oh yeah, I'll go get it sprayed for $400, and it's like,
Right.
yeah,
And they used to have services like that, and it comes off. Used to be
Yeah.
open about, I don't know.
But I think they did a really nice job. They took the badge, or they at least taped the badges, if not,
Yeah.
took them off.
It's been no, actually, I put those back on. They take them off and hand them to you.
Oh, okay.
I didn't get this 2 little vents done because I didn't feel like it was worth what they wanted for that, and it didn't bother me that much.
Yeah, it's and the thing that strikes me about this paint job is like, if you really wanted to make her shine,
Mm-hmm.
you could probably do a wet sand and buff and make this thing like really
Sure.
pop. Because there is a good amount of orange peel.
The $1,000 more job, they do that and they put a clear coat on it.
Yeah, but really, I mean, it's really not bad, especially like from this far away. It
And
just looks.
We're coming up on 2 years since the paint job.
Yeah,
And
it's
it's looking good.
it's held up really well. I didn't notice any like flaking or peeling or chipping or whatever. I mean, even up here, like it's that's a thick coat of paint. But yeah, I wonder if like what a good buffing would do, just like a simple cut and polish.
Oh yeah.
Because I bet this thing would shine up really, really nice. And all the chrome is still in pretty nice shape, and headlight lenses are pretty clear. A little bit of curb rash on the wheels, but that's to be expected.
Yeah, that's the way.
That's how it goes.
Still fishing for the picture with the paint. It's got the little blinkers on the
look
side.
at that.
That's one of its deluxe features.
Yeah, super deluxe.
So I look at the inside.
You got the nice leather on the door.
Back seat is fairly unused.
Yeah, it's really nice. Now I didn't even test the room back here,
Okay.
so this time I left it in Tim's position.
Oh, did you?
But
I moved it back for Dave's position.
oh,
Let me put it up to where a normal sized person would sit.
oh, there we go. Yeah, it's pretty comfy. My head is ever so slightly kissing the headliner, but
That's because you're too tall.
oh, that's right, I'm too tall. Tim said one of the best lines. We were doing a job and they brought me some pants, and you know they were super short, and he said, "Why are your legs too long?" Very good point. I'm too tall.
Too tall.
That's my problem. But yeah, plenty of room in the back seat, plenty of room in the front. I like it. Well, why don't we get her back to where she's parked. No key. I love the smart key.
Yeah.
Even back in
0907.
yeah, that they already kind of had that figured out really well. Brake. Start the car. You mind holding that again?
No, that'll be just
Thank
fine.
you. And oh yeah, that's really hard to see.
Why is it? Oh, you know what? I think we changed something on the adjustment when we're fiddling with it.
I broke it already.
Yeah, I wonder what. Yeah, that's not as dark as it was.
Huh.
There's a way to get on the cell. I'll have to go back and do it again.
Sorry about that.
No, it's fine.
It's funny how it goes back to, you know, it switches between electric and gas, and it does get kind of progressively smoother as it warms up.
Yeah, both of them when they're cold, they do a little of that.
And you know, I had a Nissan Sentra in 04, and it had a 2.5 liter. I wonder if that's the same engine.
In 04? Could
Yeah.
be. It could be, yeah. I mean, combined, this gives you 200 horsepower.
This definitely feels faster.
So,
I mean, I had the SER Spec V, which is pretty fancy. I had Brembo brakes. I had a 6-speed handshaker transmission. And that was pretty cool.
it's all is blah, blah, blah to me.
Blah, 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 blah. Let's see. Let's try and find another spot. Close to where we
Or
did.
wherever you want. Yeah, there's probably some open now, actually.
Yeah. Because I found a spot not far from you.
Okay.
We'll just be down a little more.
The AC on this is very similar to the other one. Gives you
Oh,
a nice
yeah.
little cool.
Yeah, it's freezing. Whew, that is cold.
Yeah.
But yeah, well, Tim, this has just been such a hoot. I'm not sure what you're thinking in terms of. Also, just drop a comment down below. That would really help circulate the video more. Give us a like. Let us know we're doing a good job. And of course, don't forget to subscribe. That's the most important thing. Parking spot? No. And but yeah, if you're interested in any of Tim's fleet, ooh, here's one. Should I get this one?
Sure.
Yeah, we'll do that. If you're interested in Tim's fleet,
Yeah. Well, we got my wife a new car, so one of them has to go.
okay, that's how it goes. I guess this person's just gonna sit with reverse on.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. And of course, like the comment down below would be great too. So whatever's easy for you, and we'll get you in touch. You can work it out. But as always, it's been just a blast. A huge thank you to my good buddy Tim for sharing his lovely cars with all of us. And I hope you enjoyed it. So be sure to do all that fun social media stuff. And until next time, stay driven. Bye.